Hey guys, my name is Keith Main, owner of Magic Candle Company, and welcome to our factory. We have a lot of cool things to show you, and I'm so glad you're here to join us. To the Magic Candle Company factory.
Thank you for having me. We decided to come do a little tour today. Keith's going to show us around, let us know a lot of the products that you have for sale here and how you got started and everything. But before we do that, we do have to put out a disclaimer. We do have a partnership with you guys,
right.
So it is a product we believe in, and it's a product that Pete uses all over his house. You would think that he's having a memorial or
it's
something.
Like second factory.
Second factory. Everything's going great with Pete as far as you guys. So he's very happy, and we've actually started using you guys for our Dreams Unlimited travel cruise baskets. So now if you book with us for that, you're going to get a little sampling for the Castaway Cruise scent and everything. So how did you get started?
Well, it all started back in 2012, the year my wife and I were married, and of course, as any true theme park fan would, we decided to vacation here in Orlando. And one of the resorts that we stayed at had a super distinct smell that we just fell in love with. And I thought, how can I bring this home to experience, in my house? And I kind of did a little research, sort of playing around with things for a few years, and I got it right. And I just thought to myself, I know that there's got to be other fans out there who want to experience that at their home as well. So that's really how it kicked it off.
Yeah, and I mean that's our quote, that's our saying. Pete tells us all the time. You're doing this for that person in Pittsburgh or Michigan or Montana that's sitting in an office building and it's 10 degrees outside and they want a little bit of like Orlando theme park life in them, so you kind of can get those scents and takes you back memory wise.
Exactly, that's like our slogan. We bring the vacation to you. So
right,
that's what we try to do.
So what was the first scent that you were like, these are our first couple and we're ready to launch as a company?
Well, we started with Pirate Life, which is still our most popular scent, and that's like a dark water themed scent, kind of musty. And we had a few variations of that because we really try to listen to our customer base. And that's, when we start with a scent and say 50% of people love it, 50% hate it, we really want to get to a even playing field to where majority of people, once they smell it, they're taken right, to their favorite vacation spot or favorite theme park or resort. So we did Pirate, Haunted, we have a scent called Banshee Flight, and a scent called Contemporary, which is like a green clover and aloe, and a super popular scent. But the main thing is, when you get one of our products, we really want you to be transported. That's our main goal. It really is. It's super important.
So, big personal question, since you are the creator and founder and everything, what's your favorite scent?
It's like your children, You put so much work into trying to perfect them all. But I really have to say, just because it goes back to kind of kicking it off, is our Contemporary scent. That green clover and aloe, super fresh, clean scent, and I love it.
All right. So we're going to get a little tour around everything. So if you can show us how it's actually made and how you make some of your wax candles. We'll start there.
Yeah, let's start with the candles.
Awesome.
So now we're going to pour some candles. We're making our Banshee Flight scent, one of our most popular. And we have our custom blended wax. I have our fragrance oil here, custom fragrance oil we're going to pour in. And then this is, we use like a light, we call it Summer Breeze dye for this. So we're going to use 15 drops of that. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure we mix this really well.
And so the drops at the end are what gives it the color and everything,
right.
Correct? Okay.
And of course, we try to use the highest ratio of oil to wax possible. Because, there's nothing worse than getting a candle or a wax melt that has no scent to it whatsoever. There's nothing. To me, that's like the worst thing.
Is the reason to not put in even more fragrance oils is that it just wouldn't mold?
Right. If you go too much, then it's not gonna harden. You have issues with that. If you have to get it just right so it hardens, doesn't get moist and all that, and that way when you light it, also too, if it's too moist, it'll burn real quick down. So you have to have a perfect ratio of oil to wax to get that perfect recipe down.
So how long will one candle burn is the goal here?
Our 8-ounce candles last about 40 hours. And some are more than that. We like to just say approximately 40. The 14-ounce candles last about 70 to 80 hours.
Okay.
And then what I like to do is just fill up right to that little line they have in there. And of course, after we're done, you can't help the drips, but we'll come through and just dry them off real well. Get all those wax drippings off. And then we'll label everything. We use a wraparound label and a top label.
Awesome. So you design the labels in-house as well, too.
Correct.
But that's literally like the feedback that we always get from people. They love the 10. Like beyond loving the candle, they love the 10. They love the labels. They like everything about it.
Right. Yeah, that's super important about it. We started with a very simple layout for our designs, and we were lucky to find a really great graphic designer who really helped us kind of really take it to the next level with a wraparound label, top label, something really themed and festive.
Okay. So we got the wax poured at this point. So what's our next steps here?
So next thing, we're going to let this cure overnight. We'll come back in the morning. We'll go ahead and wipe all the wax drippings off. We'll throw the wraparound labels, the top labels, and then we'll put them on the shelf and let them cure for a few days before they go out to customers.
Okay, awesome. So beyond just regular candles, you guys also make a few other products. I know you make air fresheners and wax melts. So can we look at anything like that?
Sure. We just did our 8-ounce candles. So let's go ahead and we'll make a few wax melts for you guys. So now we're going to go ahead and pour some of our Banshee Flight wax melts. And these we just try to watch and go right up to the edge. And usually each cube lasts about 4 to 6 hours. So a total wax melt, you're looking at about 24 hours per melt. Now a lot of people say these can last a week, 2 weeks. We just like to say, 4 to 6 weeks, but it really is up to you. There's no time to when to stop them. As long as you're still smelling, the fragrance, by all means, keep going with it. So you'll see a few bubbles on the top. What we do is we take a really slight heat gun and we'll pass it over the top and really get those bubbles out of there. So by the time that it cures, it's nice and smooth, kind of like these tower melts that are already completed. Nice and smooth and ready for the customer.
Okay, so we saw how you made your wax melts, we saw the candles, and now let's just kind of get a display of some of the other products that you have for sale.
Sure.
So what do we got here?
So we also make the air fresheners, and of course these hang from your mirror. The heat of the sun will activate the scent. And that's about 2 weeks we find, you really smell it within about 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks for the air fresheners. We also make bath products. This, for example, is our Enchanted Bath Fizzers. So it gives you a little sampling of a couple of our popular scents there, 5 in total.
So do you pick individually or do they come as like a set?
Well, for the sample pack comes with our 5 scents. So it's Haunted, Banshee Flight, Pirate Life, Polynesian, and Flying Over Orange Groves.
Okay.
If you want to pick them individually, then we have these here. So these are our Bath Fizzers.
Okay.
And this is a pineapple one. And these are our shower melts, and this is Flying Over Orange Groves. And you can pick these, the scents that we make available, yourself. The sample pack only comes with those scents, just to give you a little taste.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And then the other things we offer, of course, and these are probably our most popular products, is the fragrance oils, the Enchanted fragrance oils. So, and there's about 100 to 125 drops per bottle, so that usually lasts, a pretty good time. If you use it in a warmer, we recommend putting it enough in the tray just to fill the bottom up. Okay. Of course, it's totally a matter of preference. Right. And if you use it in a diffuser, 3 to 5 drops in your water. Okay. So, and like I say, it's all a matter of preference to you. If that's not strong enough, and you're the type of person who likes a, a nice strong scent, then by all means add a little bit more.
Yeah, and I mean, just about a week ago, we did. We lit some candles and did a review of that, and I mean, I had said on that show I am not personally a huge candle person because I have sinuses and I have allergies and everything, and there was a ton of them were very pungent, and then there were some that were a perfect mix for me that didn't affect that, and these did not mess up my sinuses nearly as much as random brands,
Right.
even like Yankee Candle and a few
Right.
other ones that can mess up.
Well, I tell you, we get a lot of feedback from customers who say, man, my allergies and fragrances, I do not mix well, but I tried your scents, I didn't have any problems, I have asthma, didn't have any issues. And I tell them that's because we use the top quality oil. If you're going to buy something that's on the cheaper side, maybe made in China or something like that,
Yeah.
that tends to affect your senses a lot more
Oh,
than
for
using
sure.
a high quality product, and that's super important to us.
Oh yeah, and you can tell like these are definitely. I mean, I saw you're putting
Yeah.
you're putting a lot into it. So yeah, I mean they're great. They're awesome candles. Obviously, we recommend you guys.
Yeah.
Full disclosure that we sponsor and work together and everything. So, but we do believe in the product. We don't pitch or push anything that we haven't used and believe in. Trust me, Pete's house is just essentially looks like this or whatever. There's this many
Like our
candles.
factory.
Oh yeah, it's
It's a
literally
second factory.
This is literally a second factory. at Pete's
And I will
house,
say,
so-
Pete does it. We don't give Pete product.
Right.
He buys everything and gives his honest opinion, and that's what we like.
Right.
Honesty. We're not trying to fool anybody. You, like I said, you might like something, I might not, and that's totally fine. Fragrances are so personal.
Yeah.
And we also have an extremely fair return exchange policy because we know you're not in the store picking these out. You're online shopping. So if you find something and you're like, this really isn't doing it, email us and we'll work that out, for you. We'll get you something that you like because we want you to come away satisfied.
Awesome, yeah. And I know we also have just recently started, Pete liked them enough that we are putting some into our cruise line baskets now at this point. We're using the Castaway Cruise,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
All right, so we're using the Castaway Cruise. So actually, if you're booking with Dreams Unlimited Travel, you're gonna get that now in your gift basket. And so Pete loved that enough that he was like, we gotta reach out and get some scents at least for those users and everything. So highly recommended. We really like you guys' candles and everything. So we highly recommend it. We make sure you go on their website and make sure you purchase something. Make sure you do that for Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, just
Perfect gift.
Halloween, like whatever you want to do. So
That's it.
it's a perfect giveaway. All right, thank you
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
You can check the description below for more information on Magic Candle Company and use the discount code DisneyInfo to save yourself 15% off your entire purchase.